Hi, this is Professor Wisniewski giving a review of Chapter 20, Part 1. By 1900, Western expansion, industrialization, and immigration had made America a world economic power. These factors also created a major shift in our political landscape. After 2 decades in which power swung back and forth between two parties, Republicans now held power. They confronted a variety of cultural, racial, ethnic, and religious issues. These issues became the basis of political loyalties. Both politicians and the general public retained their laissez-faire mentalities. Politicians and big business feared the ways in which a large federal government might interfere with economic and industrial growth. Individuals, meanwhile, worried about the restriction of personal freedoms. As a result, political decision-making during this time ignored the needs of farmers, factory workers, and immigrants. Civil service reform and the money supply became the primary political issues in the late 19th century. Civil service reforms like the Pendleton Act created new merit-based standards for federal jobs and attempted to eliminate the nepotism and political corruption fueled by political machines. The dwindling value of silver, which led to the Panic of 1893, led corporations and Republican politicians to favor switching to the more stable gold standard. In their struggles for votes, both parties often overlooked the needs of rural Americans. Declining crop prices, the decreasing value of silver, high railroad and bank rates, and drought had strained farmers' livelihoods. In desperation, farmers turned to the Grange, the Farmers' Alliance, and finally to the Populist Party for support. The Grange was unique because it modeled how individuals and families could band together and, organized and operating as a co-op, could compete against corporations. Meanwhile, in the South, Populists and Republicans attempted to suppress black votes through both lynching and intimidation tactics, and through a series of Jim Crow laws ranging from literacy tests, poll taxes, and finally the Grandfather Clause. The 1896 court case, Plessy v. Ferguson, further solidified black Americans' second-class status by making racial segregation constitutional. The separate but equal doctrine in America had begun. In 1896, Republicans courted big business to repel the populist challenge and took control of national politics. The Populists and Democrats united to support teetotaling William Jennings Bryan and the silver issue. William McKinley and Republicans easily won because of campaign support from corporations, as well as de-emphasizing prohibition and family issues, and concentrating on patriotism and fiscal responsibility. By 1900, the Gold Standard Act was officially passed, making gold the only standard for redeeming paper money.